What's going on, everyone? My name is Eric and you're watching the Get Me Out of Here vlog. I'm coming to you from Phoenix, Arizona in the Super Bowl. Hey, what are you doing back there, Jim? Get out of here. He's a Minnesota Vikings fan. Don't pay attention. Super Bowl 57 is going to be hosted here in the city of Phoenix. Tomorrow is when kickoff starts and the big game begins. We got the Kansas City Chiefs playing against the Philadelphia Eagles. I just moved to Phoenix this past summer from Chicago, Illinois, so I have never lived in a city that has hosted the Super Bowl before. And growing up in the state of Iowa, I have to say we don't have a professional sports team. So when I was a kid growing up, I was actually a big St. Louis Rams fan. Oh my God, look at this, there's Shrek, right? He's look at this. This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. There's a guy with a Shrek mask giving bike rides. But anyway, I grew up in the state of Iowa, so we didn't have a professional sports team. So I actually was a diehard St. Louis Rams fan. Oh, thank you very much. A diehard St. Louis Rams fan because Kurt Warner, who was the quarterback at the time, was from the city of Cedar Rapids. So I grew up really watching them, but since he's left, I've jumped on the Kansas City bandwagon. I love watching Mahomes. So Chiefs all the way. It's gonna be a big game tomorrow. So follow me as I explore the Super Bowl experience here in Phoenix and show you what the city's like. We're about to host the Super Bowl. It's a big game. Follow me. Thank you very much. And she helped hold my camera. So I love this city is great. I love Phoenix, by the way. Who are you rooting for?
I am from the Chiefs because I used to live in Lee Summit.
Yes.
But now I'm living in Los Angeles.
So you're a Rams fan?
Whose house?
Hey, but you know what? I was a Rams fan back when they were in St. Louis, so I can appreciate
I remember
that
I was in Kansas City when the Rams were in St. Louis.
Full house right here. I love that. That's a sign.
Warner.
Yes. Well, anyway, you ready for the Super Bowl tomorrow?
Very much so.
All right, let's do this. All right, thank you very much. Let's get this on. Super Bowl Experience. Thank you. You can see they have a massive replica behind me of the Super Bowl trophy. You can get some pictures. They got a lot of tight security, though, that are kind of pushing people along. They don't want people standing around and taking selfies in front of the trophy. You have to wait in another line in order to do so. But there it is. It's a giant replica of the Super Bowl trophy. Check out this character, Poncho, some kind of red bird here on display at Hance Park. I have no idea who Poncho is or what he represents, but they've got a red bird walking around. Maybe he's part of the National Park Service.
Tumacacori National Historical Park, down by Nogales.
Oh, there's
Arizona.
your answer right there. That's cool. I like the mascot.
Vermilion flycatcher.
What's going on, Poncho? He's doing his dance. They've got a quarterback obstacle course, and they're throwing footballs at a saguaro cactus target. So this guy's doing the quarterback obstacle course. Nice shot. Right through the state of Arizona. Gotta love the giant saguaro cactus here in Hance Park next to the main stage. We got some live musical events today. Look at that. That is a big saguaro cactus. Kind of a symbol of Arizona. There's somebody on top of the giant saguaro cactus. What? I didn't even know you could climb on top of this thing. He's just up there on his phone. Got the CBS Sports set up right over there. You can see all the broadcasters getting ready for the big game tomorrow. VIP club over there as well. There is a lot happening today, I have to say, here at Hance Park under the shadow of the big saguaro. Here it is, the map. Super Bowl 57 Experience at Hance Park. They've got a lot of booths, a concert venue, and lots of food stands and things to do here. There's a lot happening here, getting ready for the big game day tomorrow. Oh, look, and I just realized on Thursday, the Gin Blossoms and Jimmy Eat World both played here. What's interesting is they're both local Phoenix bands. If you didn't know that, now you know. Gin Blossoms and Jimmy Eat World are both native to the Phoenix area. Oh, this is awesome. The route to Super Bowl 57. Very reminiscent to Route 66, the road sign there. Super Bowl 57. I love that theming. Wait a minute, that is Peyton Manning right there. I was looking at the Super Bowl 57 sign, looked up. That is Peyton Manning, star quarterback long time for the Indianapolis Colts. Won a Super Bowl as well with the Denver Broncos. What was that, back in 2016? There he is, right there on stage. That is freaking cool. Peyton Manning. The one and only. There was a lot going on here. I've got Peyton Manning behind me giving a speech, and then on the other side of me are a bunch of hellfire and doomsday people preaching the end of the world. So I've got Peyton Manning on one side, doomsdayers on the other. We're ready for Super Bowl tomorrow. This is getting exciting here in Phoenix. We've got Santa Claus right here selling CBD oils. The question is he a Chiefs fan or is he an Eagles fan? Because he's got the red and the green, or maybe it's just Christmas colors. I'm thinking way too hard into this. I don't know. Just about to enter. This is the fan experience here in Phoenix for the Super Bowl. Super Bowl 57. Wow, look at that. There's all the championship rings, past Super Bowls, lined up all along the wall here at the convention center. Fun fact, the last time the Dallas Cowboys won a Super Bowl was here in Phoenix. In 1996, they played at the Arizona State University football field in Tempe. That's a long time ago, Cowboys fans. That's a long time ago, 1996. Wow, look at this. This is amazing. Just stepped into this massive room in the convention center. It's got NFL memorabilia all over the place. This guy's got a Pat Tillman shirt, Arizona Cardinals. Tillman died in Afghanistan. And they've actually got a bridge named after him here in Arizona. I think it's the bridge that crosses into Nevada by the Hoover Dam. Oh, wow, look at this grand stage here. To the left of me, they've got the AFC Championship Kansas City Chiefs. And to my right, the NFC champion team, the Philadelphia Eagles. And there's the Super Bowl trophy right in front of me. You can pose with it, apparently. That is really cool. I don't know how long the line is, but I definitely want to get up there to see the Super Bowl trophy up close. That would be really cool. Okay, that is awesome. They've got the Grand Canyon in the background. You can pose with the Super Bowl trophy in front of a backdrop of the Grand Canyon. It doesn't get better than that. That's pretty awesome. There is a 2-hour wait to get up there on stage to pose with the Vince Lombardi trophy. The championship team will take home tomorrow. The champion, the winner of the Super Bowl. This is about as close as I can get, but this is still really close. I'm about 30 feet away from the Vince Lombardi trophy. Oh, perfect. Got a couple Chiefs fans there. I love it. Hoping to have the whole Kansas City Chiefs team standing with that in their hands tomorrow. I'm loving this. All right, look at that. The Vince Lombardi trophy. That is freaking cool. It is as close as I'm going to get with the Super Bowl trophy, the Vince Lombardi trophy. This is still amazing. I have to say, I've never been to any kind of convention like this. I've been outside the World Series when the Cubs played in Chicago. We didn't have any kind of convention like this. This is huge. The NFL takes this to a whole different level. It's really cool being here in Phoenix to experience this firsthand. Go Chiefs. Right here is the Pro Football Hall of Fame. They've got busts of all these Hall of Famers. Of course, John Madden here on display. Legendary broadcaster of, growing up with all the John Madden NFL football games for Nintendo and PlayStation. It's awesome to see that. And of course, Peyton Manning. We just saw him in real life, like almost an hour ago. So I just literally saw Peyton Manning standing outside. This is his bust right there. Deion Sanders. Oh, Kurt Warner. Heck yes. That's what I want to see. Being from Iowa, Kurt Warner was big. He was huge to me back when he was with the St. Louis Rams, so that's really awesome to see. And of course, he played for the Arizona Cardinals when took them to the Super Bowl. I think that was back in 2008, if I remember right. 2008, 2009. And nobody is posing by the Bears. Nobody. It's just sad and lonely right here. The Chicago Bears. I think I need to change this. I need to represent. Even though I'm not a huge Bears fan, I did live in Chicago for 9 years. Park and do. Monsters of the Midway. My Uncle Jim is a die-hard Minnesota Vikings fan, so he's got to pose. Let me get in front. Skol!
It's kind of dark.
It's so hard now. Go
very dark.
Back if you can. This is for you, Connor. I don't know why you like the Lions. We got a Cleveland Browns fan here. I love it. Love it. Represent the lone Cleveland Browns fan. Another trophy for Pat Tillman. Got to represent. Again, yeah, the Army Ranger died in Afghanistan. Pat Tillman, of course, being a symbol of not just the Arizona Cardinals, but the NFL of the ultimate sacrifice for your country. The one and only Pat Tillman, number 40. Display here is 1921 to 1939 years. World champions, 1935. I don't even know who that would be. I don't think that would be the Detroit Lions, but I could be wrong. Look at these old NFL helmets. Just made out of leather. This is interesting. I didn't know this. The Green Bay Packers granted NFL franchise in 1919. The team was founded by Curly Lambeau. He convinced his employer, the Indian Packing Company, to pay for the jerseys and allow the team to practice on its athletic field, and that's how they became known as the Packers. A jersey packing company. That's interesting. I had no idea. Of course, 2006 to the present era is known as the Roger Goodell era. He's the 8th chief executive for the NFL. And what I didn't know either was that the Pro Football Hall of Fame is in Canton, Ohio. Didn't realize that. Have to visit that one of these days. Wow, look at this. It's a football. This is amazing. The very football right here on display, autographed by the Chicago Bears in 1946. This is the team that coined the name, the Monsters of the Midway. That's amazing. Look at that. The 1946 Chicago Bears team, the Monsters of the Midway. That's where that name came from. And that's the actual football. Right there. More banners hanging of all the previous Super Bowl champions. All the former teams, well, the teams, but teams that won former past Super Bowls. Just look at how much is going on in here. There is so much going on. If you don't want to wait 2 hours for the actual Vince Lombardi trophy, you can just stand right here by this massive cutout copy of it. If you don't want to wait 2 hours, you can save some time and pose by this. Yeah, people get the same idea. They get the same idea. I walked up here thinking people were just really hungry for some Subway sandwiches, but I guess J.J. Watts is right here in front of me signing autographs. That's NFL football star J.J. Watts. Go over here, they've got free Snicker bars. This is really the only reason I came here, was I was hungry. I wandered in, I've got a free Snicker bar that they're handing out here at the Super Bowl convention. There's these Tron-like games that I think you can throw footballs at these lit up targets. Kind of wild looking. The line for this is insane. I think this is the line to play the Tron game. Perhaps all the way around the convention center. A lot of loud music playing, but I wanted to point this out. I love this picture of Brett Favre and Steve Young. That's amazing. That's the era of football I grew up with. The late 90s into the early 2000s. But yeah, Brett Favre and Steve Young. I remember watching those guys growing up as a kid. All these glamorous looking NFL helmets here on display. Not really sure what all they're made out of. It's kind of cool. Very bling. Very, very bling. I'm sorry, Buffalo Bill fans. Didn't happen this year. Just didn't happen. Just realized they've got, I think that's past Super Bowl championship rings on display. You got some magnifying glasses there. You can get a closer look. I'm not sure how long this line is. It looks pretty long, so I'm not going to wait in that. But that's pretty cool. They've got Super Bowl rings from past Super Bowls that are on display. That's why they have all these pimped out looking helmets, I'm guessing. It kind of fits the theme. And at the gift shop, they've got footballs you can take home. You gotta, of course, have the Eagles and the Chiefs footballs there on display, but somebody told me they're making footballs. Sorry, they're making footballs over here. Oh wow, look at that. Look at that, he's making footballs. And these might be the finished product right here. Super Bowl 57. Just ask, these footballs that they make here, $200. $200 for a football. But look at that, I gotta love it. Made in the USA, because they literally make it right here. Like right there. That's pretty cool. But yeah, $200 for a football made here at the Super Bowl convention. This might be the most exciting thing I've seen here. They have a key cutting experience because this whole Super Bowl convention is sponsored by Lowe's. It's sponsored by Lowe's. So you can still get a key made with your favorite team. Just took a couple escalators up to the top level, and there's even more up here. Look at this. There's another massive convention room up here with tons of NFL and Super Bowl memorabilia. This is wild how big this place is. Walking in, first thing I see, some Arizona Cardinals posters here. You got Kyler Murray and J.J. Watts, who just retired. And look at all that bling up here. Look at all those helmets. All these NFL football helmets that they've got on display. That is really cool. That's awesome. People taking pictures in front of it. It's just this big wall full of, I think it's every NFL team on display there. Look at this kid go. Let's see if he can make it. Nice! Nice shot! Woo! Future quarterback right there. Another really awesome photo there of Tony Dungy, coach of the Indianapolis Colts when they won the Super Bowl back in, I think it was 2006, when Peyton Manning was quarterback with them. He's getting the Gatorade on him. Tony Dungy there celebrating the win. That was an awesome moment, even though they beat the Bears, but I'm good with that. I was actually rooting for the Colts that year. It's not easy being a field goal kicker in the NFL. Haven't seen anyone make it yet. Oh, he made it! The first one! Nice! Even had like the saggy pants on, he still made it. Definitely a lot more interactive on the upper levels here at the Super Bowl Experience. Again, I just can't get over how big this convention center is.
She actually most of them.
And of course, with all of the baby boomers retiring in the state of Arizona, they've got pickleball here at the convention center. Yes, they've got pickleball. Even though we're focused on football, you can play pickleball here at the Super Bowl Experience. Yes, pickleball, the official sport of Arizona. Well, actually, golf is probably the official sport, but pickleball would be a close second. In fact, look at this little old lady. I bet she's got a mean serve right here. She's got a mean serve. Walking into the locker room here, you can see Patrick Mahomes' jerseys looking all clean. He even has his Head and Shoulders. I think he promotes those commercials, Head and Shoulders. But yeah, look at that. Patrick Mahomes, the Chiefs, Justin Herbert, Devontae Adams, a lot of NFL stars. Over here is Jalen Hurts' outfit. There's his locker with the Eagles. CeeDee Lamb, Saquon Barkley with the Giants. He used to play for Penn State, which drove me nuts because I went to school at University of Iowa. Speaking of University of Iowa, I have to rep George Kittle, who is a tight end with the Iowa Hawkeyes. He's playing for the San Francisco 49ers now, but yeah, had to rep George Kittle. Go Hawks. Justin Fields, there's his Chicago Bears jerseys. I've noticed that everybody here seems to have Head and Shoulders and Old Spice on display. So a lot of NFL players seem to like Tide, Head and Shoulders, and Old Spice. I don't know what it is. Aiden Hutchinson with the Detroit Lions. Aaron Rodgers, QB with the Green Bay Packers, of course. And I think they've got these, I just realized this, I think they have them, all the lockers organized in what division they're in. So this would be the NFC North division here. And here is the GOAT, Tom Brady. His jersey's on display. And Tom Brady just a week ago announced that he is retiring for the second time, but I think this is it. I think he's done.
That's it, done.
Tom Brady, there's his locker right there. Number 12, the GOAT. It is a stampede of people all around me here in the convention center. This is the NFL shop, and this is as big as everything. Look, I mean, look how massive. I was thinking this would just be like a single kind of typical shop dimension. You know, I guess, what am I trying to say here? I thought this would be like a smaller room. When I think of NFL shop, I thought it'd be like a couple counters with a couple shelves to go through. But this is another massive convention hall room with a really cool ceiling. I like the ceiling, it's very stylish. But yeah, this entire room is all a gift shop for NFL memorabilia to take home. This is crazy.
When you're high on the Holy
It's on
Ghost.
the way back to the park.
Well, that was absolutely fantastic. I have to say, this is again a first for me. I've never lived in a city where the Super Bowl was hosted. So having the opportunity to actually see the events going on here in Phoenix, seeing the Super Bowl Experience it really blew my mind. You know, I've done the World Series when the Cubs were in the World Series in Chicago in 2016 against the Cleveland Indians. It was amazing. I had a great time, but there wasn't any huge convention center with events. And I understand because baseball is a little bit different. It's hard to plan ahead for the championship because baseball, the championship World Series games are played depending on who makes it. So, you know, Chicago in 2016, they played there, and in Phoenix, or in Cleveland at the time. Of course, football, you play at a completely independent NFL field. It doesn't really matter who is going to be contending in the Super Bowl because they plan where that location is years ahead of time. So anyway, I'm rambling on. Really impressed with the NFL experience, the Super Bowl experience here in Phoenix. Can't wait for the big game. Go Chiefs. I got my hat. I'll put that on tomorrow as I'm cheering them on. Gotta show that off. There we go. Super Bowl 57. Go Chiefs. There was a lot of commercial music going on all over the downtown area, so I had to take a side street and close this vlog out. But again, this is Eric with the Get Me Out of Here vlog. Thank you for watching. It's time for me to get out of here. Chiefs Kingdom, baby. Let's go Mahomes. A little Mahomes magic. Throw the wasp. Throw the wasp. Let's do this. Thanks for watching. I gotta say, you know, I found a better way to close this vlog out. Go Chiefs, baby, right? Chiefs Kingdom.
Are you ready?
We're ready.
All right, let's go, Chiefs.
Let's go Chiefs.
Mahomes magic, baby. Mahomes magic. Go
Super
Chiefs
Bowl.
all the way, baby.
Super Bowl 57. Couldn't have said it better myself. It's time for me to get out of here.